All right, we're here at Fan Expo having a ton of fun. Connor Trinneer, how on earth did you ever get into the Star Trek world? How did that happen for you?
It was just merely by chance. Yeah, it was just one of the shows one of the pilots that I had auditioned for the year that it, they were casting it, and I happened to get the part.
Here's one from Molly McCook. When you flush the toilet, where does it go? That sounds like an engineering question. So we'll ask Commander Charles Tucker, our chief engineer. Trip?
Pause it, will you? A poop question, sir?
It really wasn't until after I got my gig on Enterprise that I really kind of versed myself in the sci-fi world, because it wasn't really a genre that I was particularly,
So you weren't necessarily a fan of the Star Trek world before that?
I had watched the original series, but Next Gen and Voyager and Deep Space Nine, I didn't know anything about them really.
Which is kind of cool though, because I mean, you were to come before Star Trek, the original series, and that's what we loved about it myself, is that it told us stories before Kirk.
Prequel, yeah.
Which was amazing. So, I mean, the guys you worked with and the stories that they told, for you, like there's a lot of geek speak, especially for you as head engineer. There's a lot of stuff to remember. I mean, that's a lot of stuff to say. How was that as an actor?
Hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I easily was the one who screwed up my lines the most.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, I'd also have to have them explain it to me. So wait a second. So this goes here and here and here and here, because I'd have to say stuff that I didn't understand. So I'd have to have them walk me through, and then it would make sense. If it didn't make sense, it was just techno babble.
So what are you up to now? What's going on in your life now?
I'm doing a video game now that I had to sign a non-disclosure agreement about, so I can't tell you anything about it, or litigation would.
I love secrets.
But I'm a character in it, and I'm the narrator of it. So
part of the Star Trek world?
No.
Oh, okay, so can you tell us what world it is?
It's in fantasy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. So I've never done that before, quite to the extent that this is. I've never done mocap before, so that's cool. And then
some actual mocap.
Mm-hmm, yeah. And then I shot a movie several months ago that's coming out later this year, where I play a young George W. Bush.
That's great.
Opposite Tom Cruise in his movies. So
You had some scenes with Tom.
I've got a scene with Tom, yeah.
How was that?
Great. I was always a fan of his. I love his movies, but after having worked with him, even more so. I mean, he's obviously he's a pro, absolute pro, and he's a super giving actor.
That's good.
And he hung out with us, didn't have to, in between shots, and outside of the fact that he's got 40 people attending to him, he was just hanging out and being like a normal dude.
Well, we're not here to talk about Tom, though. But last question I want to ask you, I mean, what is it like to be, I mean, the Star Trek world is massive. One, do you get tired of talking about Star Trek? Two, do you like, is it great to be part of that world, to be, with so many people in the same league, in my opinion, as all those other actors that have come before you and after you?
Oh, thank you. It is an honor to be a part of it. Come Sunday, I get a little tired of talking about myself. I mean, I spend 8-9 hours a day sitting here, and people come up, and it's what they're supposed to do here at conventions, and ask me about my experience, and ask me and give me their opinion about the show and whatnot. But come Sunday,
you're ready for a break.
I'm ready to not talk about myself.
Absolutely, and talk about Star Trek.
Talk about anything at all, really.
That's good. That makes sense to me. Well, I appreciate your time so much. Appreciate it.